cool.
Hello, friends. Welcome to another episode of Under the Plum Bob podcast. It's Team Cowplant. Cowplant. I'm Vanity.
And I'm Ava.
I'm Marissa.
All right, so today it is a entire episode about you guys. What? And your what? And it's all about your fails. So, exciting, right? Basically, go.
I was going to say, I'm so excited. Like, as much as we love, hearing ourselves talk about our own fails, I am so excited because, there's a lot of people who, the Sims community, come on, we've been playing for 20 years. We have a plethora of fails among our community.
So many fails.
Look at that SAT word you're throwing out there, plethora.
And we have long stories. We literally got so many people to write to us about their fails. And these are oh my gosh, I just can't. It's so fun.
First of all, thank you guys for doing that. Let's just throw that out there, because I was super nervous that we were going to ask the question and get nothing back, and we were like, this is an episode about nothing. How's it going? But we have so many that we're going to make this a regular segment.
Yes.
At the end of pretty much probably every episode, we'll probably do one or two, and maybe we'll have episodes, or we just do this again where we'll do fails, you write in and tell us your fails or your wins maybe, but we'll see. And it's going to be called What Just Happened. And basically, because we have so many submissions, and keep them coming. We read them and we laugh to ourselves. You can email us, you can pop them on our Facebook page, you can put them on our Instagram. I wouldn't recommend that one just because I feel like typing on the little Instagram comment would get pretty long. You can DM us if you want, though.
Or if you belong to a Facebook group, That's Why We Sim, or you can just write a post on one of those Facebook groups and just tag us, you're Under the Plum Bob, or mention it, because we're probably in those groups, so we'll see it.
We are, wherever you are. We are always watching. We are always
We're everywhere. We're everywhere. We are Google.
I always feel like somebody's watching me. That's us. We're watching you. Be afraid. Okay, so that being said, we're going to dive right in. We literally have 80 million stories, and we're going to take it away by reading them to you. We're going to probably start with our own, well, not ours personally, but our teams. And then we're just going to go into different groups that we found them in. If you do write in, make sure you let us know if we can use your name. If you write in on Reddit, something like that, if you want us to use your Reddit name, or use your real name, or how you want us, or if you want us just to keep it anon, we can do that as well. I don't know why you want to be a secret. It's not like you're, murdering somebody. IRL.
Hey, we could have some very secret Sims players who don't want anyone to know that they play The Sims, so we respect that.
We do. We respect your privacy. I'm kind of shaming you because shame, but I still respect your privacy. Whatever, be you. Be your secret self. Anyway, so we're going to roll into that one. Okay. And there are pictures to go along with some of these, and we will be posting them on our social media so that you can see the pictures that go along with it, because they're kind of funny. And also, I love that you guys have visuals to go with your your words, because that helps. So if there are pictures to go along with it, we'll mention that there is a picture, and then we'll probably just put the person's name underneath it, so just so we can reference back to know what we're talking about. Okay, let's dive right in. First things first, one of our own, Rebecca. She said, I 100% think my worst was when I was starting an Extreme Legacy challenge and my sim died within minutes of starting my save. When I first played Seasons, I started in winter and she froze to death pretty much straight away.
so many.
Would you walk outside?
You know what? I think that was a thing though, because I remember when I first got seasons, I remember stuff like that happening. Like when it very first, like within the first week of playing, I had quite a few people die of freezing to death. So I think like kind of the Sims creators were a little overzealous with like the winter, and they've toned it down with the last couple of updates.
Maybe because I never started in winter. I always started in like spring or fall because I kind of really hate winter in real life.
I started in winter because winter is the best. And I think the problem was that when you started getting too cold and you were starting to freeze, this little moodlet popped up. But you don't always see those moodlets, especially not when there's like another emotion going on. So it was just like all of my other emotions, like the timer ran out of those, and I was like, why is she uncomfortable? What's going on? I was like, cold? She's cold? Why is she? Oh no, I need to get her inside.
Yeah, and it's like freezing to death in like 3 hours. You're like, what? Like, oh God. And I don't like that it's uncomfortable too, because like there's sometimes where like if they have to pee or whatever, they're uncomfortable. So I don't think like, oh, she's cold. You know what I mean? I just think, oh, she has to pee, so I don't really acknowledge it. So I wish they had made it like another emotion.
Pee your pants, it's fine.
Fuck your bladder. Just pee your pants. And then you'll have the embarrassed moodlet because you peed your pants. Oh, jeez. Melissa says, I never fail. All of my Sims always do what I want them to do because I pause constantly and fix them when they get out of line.
I love that.
That's just playing God, girl.
Well, what do you think the point of the game is? You have these little people, lives. You make them do what you want.
I mean, true.
I love that. They never fail because I always fix them when they get out of line. That's like perfect.
Right?
Best mom. Best mom.
Oh, Melissa, you are the best mom. Okay. I guess we'll roll into the ones we got from some of our Facebook groups. Okay, go.
From our Simmerinos group. These next couple ones are going to be from the Simmerinos Facebook group. So this is from someone called Chase, and they said, because we posted in the group, hey, we're doing a fails episode for Under the Plumbot podcast. So they responded with, don't know if this is quite what you're looking for, but a few months ago, I unwittingly cleared my entire laptop after disconnecting it from iCloud. This was immediately after I had built up the entirety of Newcrest. Not ashamed to say I cried real tears, just a few though.
Worst feeling.
Apple Care was able to help me restore everything I had lost, including my sim saves. So Chase, I'm so glad that you got those saves back. I could not even imagine. That would be the worst thing ever.
This is why you shouldn't have Apple products. Sorry.
I'm going to comfort my iPhone. I'm just gonna. Okay, she didn't mean it. You're fine.
I'm gonna comfort my Galaxy on my freaking HP computer over here because life. Sorry.
I'm over here with the Google phone, like, what? That's tangent number one.
Take your drink, guys. Number one. Okay, so here's Melissa. And her fail is, here's a fail I managed to turn around. I once walked away from my computer for 5 minutes and came back to my entire family on fire/dead from a dryer lint fire. Of course. This was the 19th or 20th generation of this family. Side note, girl, good on you. I can't get past Gen 2.
How do you get to 19 or 20 generations?
What
oh my god!
No, Jesus, girl!
I'm giving you possible. Maybe Does your game not just explode at some point? That is.
It's just. Is your town just full of your family?
Oh yeah, has to be.
I respect.
Okay, or as I learned when I was in Dublin over the last week, Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus. Which I laughed so hard. Jesus. Anyway, back to her fail. And I was not, so this was the 19th or 20th generation of this family, and I was not about to let them die out. I mean, I feel you. I quickly cheated and added a random female townie walking by to my household before it reset. I waited with the townie for a few days And when the ghost of the eldest son showed up, she got pregnant with him, and I was able to continue my family. What the fuck? You can get pregnant with a ghost baby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since I'm 3.
The more you know. I don't bang ghosts.
Look, it's an experience. They make really good
Oh my god.
They make really good partners. It's just, the relationship's very transparent. I regret nothing.
I'm sorry. Oh my god.
Look, it's all about communication. Sometimes you just need a good chat, and in other relationships you need a Ouija board. It doesn't matter. Never. I will never stop.
I am crying.
Oh my god, me too. That was perfect. So the next story is from the Sim Marinos. It's from Amber. So they do have, she does have photos. So we'll include that when we post this episode. There's a little bit of a long story, so I'm just going to summarize it, Amber. But it's so funny. So basically, she wanted to like kind of mix up her gameplay, which same. So she's like, I normally play families, but this time I wanted to make a mean sim and make them a celeb. Which I'm like, I love that because I never make mean sims either.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Or like the evil ones or whatever, that I never do those.
Or evil, yeah, exactly. So she moves into that cheap apartment with the goblins who break everything at midnight. And and what I didn't know after reading the story is that if your sim is asleep at 12 a.m., that's when the goblins break everything. But if your sim is awake, they don't break everything, which good to know. I did not know that.
This isn't the apartment with the holes in it, is it? In the pipes in the wall? It's not that apartment. Is there another apartment?
It's the one with the goblins, which is, oh gosh, I don't remember. It doesn't have the pipes.
Killed our Sims, is it?
No, it's a different one.
Okay.
It's like kind of long. It has one bedroom, and it's kind of just long with one bedroom to the side. I don't know I don't remember the address, but so she's becoming famous, using video equipment, doing her thing, living her life, and the sim has a boyfriend. And it's Winterfest. So the girl invites this boyfriend over, gives him a gift, and he hates the gift, which is like, oh, bitch, like, are you serious? You don't like my gift? Winterfest? So her sim keeps him outside during winter until he freezes to death. Like, she keeps chatting with him. And so he freezes to death and dies. And she's like, literally.
Oh my God.
And she's like, yeah, she gets a little sad, but she's mostly just tired, so she heads back home to go to sleep. It's like, what the fuck?
That's a total mood, girl.
Total mood.
And yo shit.
Yeah, you don't like my gift? Freezing to death. So the
little sad.
I guess she thought he really needed to chill.
Ava.
So then she was playing, and she said something happened in real life. Honestly, who remembers? So she had accidentally let her sim sleep through midnight. So when Amber goes back to her game, she notices that the goblins had broken everything and it was past midnight. So she gets her girl up and she's like, okay, well, she just cues her fixing everything and just keeps dealing with it, whatever Amber was dealing with in real life. And when she comes back to the game, she realized her sim was dying. What happened was, when she was going through and fixing everything, she got electrocuted at some point and then kept fixing other things. So, and because she was dazed, and if you're fixing things when you're dazed, your sim's just gonna die. That's just what happens. So she attached pictures of her sim, dying in the apartment, and then her boyfriend outside, all frozen to death in ice, which is so funny. So she was like, I loved it. So she ends the story with, which caused her to get electrocuted to death. R.I.P. Sim, whose name I don't remember.
Oh shit.
I love it.
Hilarious. Oh, I did love her second part where she's like, I forgot to add that my immediate thought when I saw her death notification was that it was karma for letting her boyfriend die.
Yeah.
I've never let a townie die like that before. Side note, guys, who leaves their game running while they walk away from their computer. I'd never done that.
I do that all the time. I
press the P button for pause and I go to the bathroom or I go get a snack or something like that. I've never just walked away from my computer because I am terrified of what those little fuckers will do when I'm not watching.
Oh no, I do that. I do that quite a bit. I usually don't put it on 2 times the speed, but I'll let it play out. I mean, not for very long, but yeah, I'll run and like grab a snack or go to the bathroom and come back and leave it running.
Y'all are bold fuckers.
I do that. So I thought that was funny. That's a really funny story. I love just like that instant karma. That's so great.
Right. All right. So next we have Ava. Would you like to read one?
This one hits close to home actually because I feel Andrea's pain. I really do. So she writes, I spent a lot of time perfecting a sim I like and getting her close to level 10 gardening so I could finally plant the mysterious seed she found in the crypts and see what it was. I'm going to, this is Sims 3 probably. Yeah, definitely Sims 3.
Is that the death?
No,
the death
you had these like unidentified seeds sometimes that you found, and then they could grow plants. It could be anything. They could be rare. They could be common, but you never knew what they were until they were fully grown. And yeah, you could find them if you went to explore the crypt on the cemetery. So she did that. Then one day when she's at level 9 gardening, she goes outside and a friggin' meteor crushes her to death. Andrea, I feel your pain.
Stop! Yeah. That has never happened to me in the years I have played this Sims. I've never had star things come to attack me or aliens. What? I feel cheated. Go ahead.
She said, I had her husband buy the Philosopher's Stone to bring her back as a ghost, but had not wanted that to happen. I had wanted her to have more werewolf kids with him, but ghost babies are fine too, I guess. I mean, less shedding, less vacuuming, really no dirt. I'd say ghost babies all the way. I'm pretty sure they're less sticky than real babies too. Less drool. I don't know, man. I'd go for ghost babies too.
Ghost babies!
Oh my gosh, that is so funny.
That's horrible. So our next one is from Serena. I decided I wanted to play without cheats. Oh, honey, bless your soul. And have my sim, Madeline Madej, become a famous actress and have enough money to move into the massive mansion. Sorry, I read ahead. She was a 4-star level of fame and was just saving up money when she died in a fucking dryer lint fire.
Clean out your lint
girl,
traps.
Same.
I am just laughing so hard right now at that she was just living her life, man, washing her clothes.
I just love just living her life, saving up money when she died in a fucking dryer lit fire. Like, that's just so perfect.
I've never had that happen either because I'm paranoid about the dryer.
See,
in real life and in Sims.
That's what happens when you become too famous to clean out your lint trap in your dryer.
Exactly. I'm a 4-star celebrity. Lint can clean itself.
Not today, Satan. It cleaned you with a fire. Okay. All right.
Is that Jana?
Who's next?
Jana?
Yeah.
I'll do Jana.
Jana? Okay. So Jana says, 2 comes to mind, but the first one happened to me twice. After spending quite a while perfecting my sim in Cass and building the perfect house to reflect the Sim's character, I go in. I know, same. She is all of us. I go in and start cooking some kind of meal for them. The appliances are cheap, couch on fire, no fire alarm because I forgot and didn't know how to save my sim. So there I am, watching helplessly as my sim dies, and there's no one to beg for mercy from the Grim Reaper. Another one is when you create a new save file and accidentally override your legacy of 6th generation with one that has a couple of builds on it.
Painful.
Jana. That's just like,
I'm so sorry.
On the ground, sobbing.
That's when you just throw your computer and say, "Fuck it, I'm going to watch TV."
Yeah, that's when you just
slowly close the laptop and walk away.
close the laptop, shove the computer, and just go.
Just go sit in the shower with the shower on full cold
back
water.
away slowly while you're sobbing.
So you can't tell the difference between the water
exactly.
and your tears.
Just full shower mode. Oh.
BTW, the no fire alarm thing.
Same.
Sims 1 and Sims 2, I was the worst at remembering to place fire alarms and burglar alarms. So I would forever get the burglar coming with a little money bag and stealing my TV, and then everything would catch on fire, and they just like stand there and stare at it like, fire! Oh no, fire! Oh no! And I'm like, put it out.
Yeah, just put it out. Put it out for the love of God.
Call the fire department. No, just gonna stand there. Just gonna stand there and wave your arms. Yeah, no, that's okay. That's cool. You know what? You deserve to die.
I absolutely loved in Sims 2, and like what helped me remember fire alarms in Sims 2 was when university introduced those like sprinklers. Like I know that Sims 4 has that with that like fire security system, but I wish I could place them. I don't know. I liked placing them.
You could like pull pranks with them because you could like hold a lighter
you could like pull
them, set off the sprinklers.
That's pretty fun.
I always had the worst luck with the burglar alarms. I remember, especially like in Sims 1, when a burglar came, like you'd send your sim to bed and you'd put like the triple speed on, and all of a sudden it would like the speed would stop, it'd go back on normal speed, and you hear like that da-da, da-da, and like, oh no. Oh no. And then you see that burglar creeping on the lot, and then just that realization set in that you did not place a burglar alarm because you're stupid. And then you just have to sit there and watch that burglar take all of your stuff. It's like, no, I worked hard for that heart-shaped jacuzzi tub. How does it even fit in your pocket?
He puts everything in that tiny ass little bag.
So basically, Mary Poppins turned to a life of crime.
I got so mad, and I just fought him. If you can like confront him, and I beat the crap out of him. I was so mad. I'm like, that is my stove, and like I beat the crap out of him until the cops came, and then the cops came. Just a little side note.
I love it.
Okay.
Carla. Yes.
Carla.
So in Sims 2, good choice. I love Sims 2. She says, I created a family consisting of a single mother, her elder parents, and twin daughters. That's a big family.
Oh, yeah.
That's already too many people for me. That's like 4 people more than I would have in a house. But go ahead.
I get that. It's crowded. Later on, the math continues. Later on, the single mother ended up marrying another guy I'd created for the hood, and I decided I'd let them have a baby together. So she went through the 3 days of pregnancy and went into labor right as her dad started to die of old age. These two things happening at the same time seemed to glitch the game out, and my sim gave birth to baby after baby after baby. I honestly wondered if she'd ever stop or if I'd have to quit out without saving. She did finally stop after having 6 babies. No, she was pregnant with 1. That left me with 11 sims in the house, well above the supposed limit of 8. It was so chaotic. The twin daughters were already sharing a bedroom, so a new house was definitely in order. Yeah, you know, you could just stack them on top of each other in a pantry or something, just like give them each a shelf. I mean, they're tiny. They're compact. So I built them some huge, ugly thing with money cheats, possibly. Question mark. I mean, probably. Doesn't everybody? That was pure function over style because I couldn't have a house for download that wasn't meant to house so many sims. I got them all to teen with a lot of motive cheating, and then I got bored with the hood and moved on. I still play The Sims 2, and I kind of wish I kept that hood now. Honestly,
yeah, that's funny.
Probably at some point the house would have caught fire and it just would have been chaos everywhere.
The fact that she got a single mom, an elder mother, and 8 kids alive to be teenagers?
That's impressive.
You know, and the twin daughters, that's like applause to you, Carla. That's amazing.
Deserve a medal, definitely, for sure.
Yes.
Unpopular opinion, guys. If that happened to me, I'd just let them fuckers cry until CPS came.
Oh my God.
can't do it. I can't do it.
Oh my god, that is crazy.
They're like, I don't want him anymore. Here, you take him.
Take him away. And this is why I'm a shitty person.
That is
But also why I don't have.
I feel you. I really do. That's my literal worst nightmare. Like, imagine, like, one baby is bad enough. Imagine ending up with like 6. And fuck that.
Nope. Come get them. Come get them now. Give them better families than me. I can't do it.
No.
Oh boy. Okay. So Emma said this. In Sims 3, I tried doing the perfect genetics challenge. What's that challenge?
I don't know.
Let's look that up later. I had like 6 kids, and then finally the 7th has the right genetics to move on to second gen. What the fuck does that mean? I played through his whole life until he finally aged up to a young adult. I was so excited to be able to start the next gen. Then a day later, he was walking outside and died from an asteroid.
Wow.
I exited my game without saving and went back, and it happened again.
Oh, no.
Oh, that was like fate.
Oh, Emma, I feel your pain. I feel your pain.
That was like the Sims god saying he gonna die today.
I wonder if perfect genetics is like the weird to pretty or ugly to pretty challenge or whatever, where you create a sim with like a huge nose and like big ears and blah, 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 or like red skin tone or whatever, green skin tone, and then you have to make them look human or whatever, which I think is slightly problematic. Or breed away the ugly. That's like kind of problematic, but you know.
I don't like that challenge. To be fair, when I saw that pop up, I was like,
yeah, it sounds kind of problematic. But hey, whatever.
We don't know if that's what this is. Genetics could be like you have to have a certain.
It could just be like they have to have this green eyes and black hair or something. You know, it could be something random.
Which I'm totally down for that.
Yeah,
it sounds kind of fun, but also babies.
No babies. No babies.
No babies.
Okay, I'll take over. Kristen.
Mm-hmm.
Kristen. Okay. In The Sims 3, which love, I was playing untraditionally for me. My sim was not going to settle down and had a bunch of boyfriends. Get it?
Oh, so me. Wait, not like real life me, sim me.
You get yours, girl.
Get it? She wanted a family and had a few children. One of the dads was in Shang Shimla.
Oh yeah, is that like was that like the
Asia,
China?
Yeah, Chinese world, yeah. The Asian inspired China inspired world.
So he was never seen again.
Right.
When she became an elder, she married a much younger man to make sure the kids would be okay. I later moved one of the children out and made that one the active household. I'd still go up and check on the old family from time to time. Well, the new husband had married this Sim Shangri-La, I'm not saying this right, Shang Sim-La stepdaughter and had a son with her. The kid ended up being an evil surgeon. I never actively played them again. I watched this unfold in horror.
So hold on.
Okay. So, like, wait, I know this is crazy, but I'm trying to figure it out. So, Sim 1 has a kid with Sim Shangri-La Sim.
So basically, Sim 1 had a kid on she had a vacation affair. What I told you earlier, I told you shit like that can go down. She had a vacation affair, came back. She came back with an extra souvenir, and it was a little girl, apparently. So then she marries a dude so that when she dies, the dude will take care of the kids.
Oh, yeah.
And he took care of them kids, all right, i.e. he married them.
And then he married them. Oh, that's so gross.
Woody Allen.
That is some Woody Allen shit. What the fuck?
Ew. Okay.
Them, and then they had a kid.
And that kid ended up being an evil surgeon, which, like, that's the only job for a weird incestual child.
I mean, I kind of get that. I'm not gonna lie. I don't blame the kid. I really don't.
I don't either.
Wow. Oh, by the way, fun fact: our perfect genetics challenge basically requires you to have a sim with a unique hair and eye color, and you have to make it to the 10th generation without losing them.
Oh, okay. That's not the...
So much better than the breed away the ugly challenge.
Breed away.
Okay.
Or whatever it's called.
Okay, so Ava, you want to go for Allison?
I do. It's about vampires. Fun. I'm pretty sure this isn't gonna suck.
I hate
Oh my god.
Oh no, I broke Marissa. Marissa, are you okay?
No, I've had a bad cough all week. It just pops up every once in a while.
Okay, good. So, Allison writes, my first day playing with vampires, I had my sim ask a vampire to turn because I thought that meant that I was asking him to turn into their vampire form, and I wanted to see it. That's how I got a vampire sim. You can use the short story. Oh, no. It's just saying that she can use the short story in her name if we want to. We did want to, Allison. Thank you. Thank you for keeping it short and sweet.
And also, that's poor girl. That's not how that works. But
that is so funny.
Poor girl.
I love just the innocence of that. Like,
that's what that does.
Oh, you want to turn into your? I want to see the vampire look. That's fun. And then, oh no, that's not fun. That. No.
All right, if you want to read the next one, since hers are so short, you can. Ava, that's you.
Okay, sure. So after Allison, we have Kenna, who also keeps it short and sweet. She says that she failed the first generation of an apocalypse challenge because I didn't realize you couldn't adopt pets until you unlocked a career. Then the career I wanted didn't show up until my sim was an elder.
Oh.
Look, you just want them for babies. I get that. You shouldn't fail because you wanted some sweet pets.
Sweet pets. My cat wants sweet pets all the time. He just wants me to get.
Yeah.
It's kind of a whore.
Yeah, no, I get that.
All right, so that was all from one group, and then now we're going to read the ones from And That's Why We Sim. So, yeah, which I like that name. Isn't it like Taryn Manning? Is that an actress? Is her name Taryn? The girl from Crossroads with Britney Spears. She's also in Hustle and Flow, but whatever. She's an actress.
I have no idea.
It's okay, guys. It's okay. I'm old.
I've never seen Crossroads.
What? Britney Spears' penultimate movie, Crossroads? Her, Zoe Saldana, Taryn Manning. Really cute.
Look, I heard it was a movie about Britney Spears wanting to lose her virginity, and I just wasn't interested.
But that wasn't what the movie was about. Shame. Look,
I'm not a big Britney Spears fan either, okay?
She's not a girl, and she's not yet a woman, Ava.
Not yet a woman. Okay.
That literally makes zero sense.
If you're Britney Spears, it makes sense.
The only thing I heard that would make me want to watch that movie is that Kim Cattrall is in it and plays her mother, who wants absolutely nothing to do with her because she just doesn't want kids. And honestly, that speaks to a deep part in my soul. I get her, and I just kind of want to watch it so I can root for Kim Cattrall. But
that's fair.
Then again, I really don't, because the majority of it is
hashtag free Britney. Anyway, Taryn. So, this is kind of a lame story, but not my words.
Not a lame story. Taryn, this is an amazing story. I love this story.
This is kind of a lame story, but I clearly remember the first time I had a sim die unintentionally. I was in middle school, around age 11 to 13, playing The Sims 3. Oh, you're a baby. I wasn't very creative with The Sims when I was younger, so I would just create myself and all of my friends and play their life day to day. I mean, that's what we all did. So, since I couldn't have teenage Sims without an adult in the house, I made a really ugly grandmother that I had forced to live in the attic. Oh my God.
Oh God.
Same.
Free grandma.
That's elder abuse.
I only let her out of the room when she had to clean the lot or repair items around the house that broke. Fuck. Well, grandma's handiness level became high enough that neighbors started to bring over their things for her to fix. That's a thing. This was the first time I had
those opportunities.
Yeah.
Those
call you up like, hey, my stereo broke. Can you fix it for me? Sure.
That one's like, they would do that with like food. I always had a high cooking skill. Hey, I wanted some omelets. Bring over some omelets. And I'm like, cook your own fucking omelets.
Anyway. Yeah, when you had gardening, it was like, I want 20 perfect apples. Bring me 20 perfect apples. Like I just just started out with gardening. Like literally just started out. My only apple tree is like normal quality. I don't know how I'm gonna get you perfect. You know what? Fuck your apples.
Oh man. Okay.
And that is why Ava never used opportunities in the Sims 3.
I need to fix your stereo, god damn it, Sharon. Get out of here.
Damn it, Sharon, go buy a new one. Get the fuck out of my house. Sorry. Woo, boy. Anyway, so this was the first time I had experienced something like this in the game and thought it was pretty cool to have interaction with townspeople. But ugly hermit grandma annoyed me because I had to have her in the house, so I didn't pay much attention to her when she did her thing. As I was focusing on the teens, because my real life crush in Sims form was so important, girl, same.
Yes.
I see hermit grandma walk by with the black soot all over her and her hair standing straight up. My dumbass middle school self did not put two and two together and had no idea she electrocuted herself trying to fix the neighbor's stereo. Damn it, Sharon! I got so irritated that the grandma hadn't finished the stereo repair, so I forced her to go right back to work. I was curious on why she looked a little crazy, still not realizing that she electrocuted herself, so I watched her repair the stereo this time. Well, she electrocuted herself again, which caused her to die, and then I had an ugly hermit grandma floating around whenever she wanted, and I couldn't control her ghost at all. It pissed my dramatic teenage self off so much I deleted the main save and started a different one. Hermit grandma hit me with karma for forcing her to stay in the attic. Guess what you get? That's what you fucking
go,
get.
Hermit grandma. I'm totally with Hermit grandma for this.
I'm with Hermit grandma. I love Hermit grandma.
I didn't like that she was floating around your fucking house like, I will be here forever.
Look, if you lock me in your attic and force me to do your chores and fix Sharon's goddamn stereo, you bet your ass that after I die, I'm going to honk the living daylight out of you.
Oh yeah. Like, you think that crush boy is more important? No. Hermit grandma.
Oh my gosh. Can we just take a side note to appreciate the hilariousness of our lovely editor, one of our, Melissa. Hashtag I'm with her, Mitt grandma. I can't. I fucking
okay.
can't.
I'm with Hermit grandma.
I'm with Hermit grandma. Yeah.
Me too. Justice for Hermit grandma.
Justice for Hermit grandma.
Free Hermit grandma.
Free Hermit grandma.
Oh, shite. Okay, so next. Go. By the way, guys, I'm sorry, this might be a long one. Not like this one, but like the episode in general, because it's your guys' story, so whatever. All right. Marissa, you want to do Sarah?
Yeah. Sarah. That's my sister's name.
Oh.
I love it. Okay. This isn't my sister. That was weird to say. This is a totally different person, but that just happens to be my sister's name. Alrighty. So Sarah says, oh man, I have so many fails. Okay, so here's one you can use. I was playing Sims 4, and my male Sim was a scientist and went to Sixum and found a wife. He ended up having one child, a daughter, and by the time he was an elder, she was almost a young adult. Well, not according to my plan, he was abducted and had an alien baby. Which, side note, I did not know elders could have alien babies. Marissa commented. Yeah, I did not know that. Okay. Anyway, so he died of old age a few days later, leaving his daughter to take care of it. IDK, what happened to the wife? LOL. She's just like, bye. So Sarah says,
it's a Disney movie, basically. Disney movie.
The mom's just gone forever.
Or dead.
Or dead.
Disney had mommy issues, so.
The mom's a plot point.
She says, I'll attach a picture of him breastfeeding the baby, or the alien baby, just a week ago. Yeah, so apparently elders
guys can do that.
Can breastfeed the alien babies when they give birth to them.
Well, okay then.
So funny.
Yep. Not normal babies,
no.
Like not normal human babies, but with alien babies, they can. The ones that they give birth to. First time I saw that, I thought it was a glitch or something, but then I was like,
I mean, they give birth to them so they can breastfeed them. That's how that works, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sure.
So just a week ago, I was playing Sims 2, and I wanted my Sim to get abducted. Well, when he finally was, his wife went into labor and had twins. Didn't really want twins, but that's okay. It's harder to care for. Well, when he got back, the pregnancy tune played, the pregnancy tune played, and I was like, cool, that's fine. The human twins will be toddlers by the time he has his baby. Well, with my incredible luck, he has freaking alien twins. So I sent my teenager to college, haven't touched the family since. So that family in Sims 2, and Sims 2, which toddlers were like 60 times harder, they have human twin toddlers and then alien twin babies. Oh my god, that's crazy. That's a nope.
That's too many kids.
A giant nope.
So much nope, so much nope.
That's funny. Oh my gosh, I love that story.
Okay.
Too many babies.
All right, Jessica, go. Jessica
well,
Frava.
Jessica Frava. Hashtag Jessica Frava. I don't know what I do with the Jessica, though. I have no space for one. Anywho, but Jessica says, my sim had her baby and decided to walk home from the hospital. While crossing the bridge, she decided to set the baby down, and the game glitched and the baby fell into the water and it couldn't retrieve it.
What?
Sure, Jessica. It fell into the water.
Wait, what? Was it Sims 3 or Sims 2? Has to be Sims 3, right?
Probably.
Because she walked home. How babies could fall into the water?
Says, I had to restart from my last save before she was pregnant. This is when I learned to save every 5 minutes. Girl, especially in Sims 3, because that game was glitchy AF. I mean, I love it. I love it from the bottom of my cold dead heart. But it was glitchy AF. So, I can totally believe that it fell into the water.
That is crazy. That's so funny. I did not know that could happen.
So I'm going to read two just because the next one's really short. So Cassie said, first day at university, my sim son is hanging out in front of his dorm. He gets hit by a meteor and dies. I mean, why am I the only one who never had a meteor happen in her life? Like, I feel super offended.
I think
you should play The Sims 3 again.
Yeah, I think you should play. Do they have to have like a higher logic skill or something? I think there's something like that. I don't know. I could be making that up, but
I thought it was just random. I didn't know you could trigger the meteor deaths.
Yeah, it could be random. Who knows?
All right. So Kayleen said she has two. The most recent one I could think of was when I left my Sims alone for 5 minutes while I went to the Go sign for a package. Who the fuck does that? Sorry. Come back to find that my pregnant Sim is a widow because her husband was walking the dog, short walk on a hot day, and died. Okay, did the dog die too? Where's the dog? I wasn't impressed and needed to go hunting for the grave before deciding it wasn't worth it and return to my previous save from before the house was fully furnished. It had been so beautiful. So lesson, guys. Fucking save your save. Just save. Just keep saving.
Just keep saving. Just keep simming.
Just keep simming. Just keep saving. Her second story is, there was a house in Sims 2 Veronaville that myself and my sister refused to move any family into because they would always, without fail, die. You had a cursed house in Veronaville?
Oh my god, you had a ghost in the machine?
Ooh.
That's
so cool.
By the way, I miss Veronaville. I miss the themed like places and
the aesthetic of that place with all those like Tudory mansions.
It was so beautiful.
And they always had like those beautiful gardens. It was like super romantic because it was like Shakespeare, inspired.
Yeah.
Like, so nice.
I need to play Sim 2 again.
Brittany says, was doing a weekend-long binge of Sims 3 playing when Supernatural first came out. I'm talking a Friday through Sunday type binge. Started with 6 Sims, all of them various Supernaturals from the game. Interwed all of them, moved them into separate houses that I custom built, and had a solid generation built for each of them. Some of my original Sims were elders, borderline dying at this point. And my game crashed. I painfully realized my last save was on Friday, and I had lost an entire generation / town's worth of Sims. That is painful. Wow. And especially like when Supernatural first came out, so you had taken the time to build the houses and to build the Sims and just lost it all. Oh my god. That's horrifying.
I feel I'm so sorry, Brittany.
Girl.
That sounds terrible.
I actually had a twin in my stomach of like pain.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm
Me too.
so sorry. Like,
It's like, oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
If you're offended by Game of Thrones, don't listen to Melissa's first story. It's not hers, but her sister's. She had a teen son and daughter in The Sims 2, and due to some kind of glitch, they started an incestuous relationship. Sorry, I turned into freaking Sean Connery for a minute there. Incestuous. It freaked her out because the animation started going, and she watched her kids be each other's first kiss.
Meh, 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 meh. A la Cersei and Jamie. Go!
That would, I can imagine just like a teenage girl just like playing The Sims, doing her thing, and then seeing that and just being like, ah!
Mom, make them stop!
Oh, lordy. Okay, so go ahead.
The second story is basically how The Sims 3 predicted her aunt's failing marriage or relationship. Yeah. So she says, my aunt saw me playing The Sims and wanted to start a family. She made her husband, and her 2 sons and her daughter. I was 16 at the time and didn't want to stand there and help her with every little thing, so I told her to just watch their needs and control them when they get low. I leave to do whatever teen me wanted to do, and when I came back, I see her 2 Sims arguing, and they're both really angry. She tells me that they won't hug or do anything romantic. So I look, and they got divorced. I didn't know how to break it to her, so I told her it was probably a glitch. I had her get off so I could, quote unquote, fix it. And hey, what do you know? About a year and a half later, they got divorced. They had been getting mad at each other for every little thing and fought so often because they just couldn't get along.
That is so sad. Oh my God.
I hope your aunt's happy now.
I hope so too.
But
yeah, Melissa's aunt. I hope you feel better.
All right, and so
But to be fair, like, it wouldn't surprise me if Auntie was just like, "Oh, this is a game in which I can control little people and let them do whatever I want. Maybe this is my way of wanting to fix my marriage."
And The Sims said no.
Even The Sims couldn't save that marriage.
Oh,
very.
But you know what? It's better to part ways than to stay in a toxic situation. Exactly. So good on you, Melissa's aunt.
Good on you.
Get it. Congratulations.
You're happy now. Yes. Okay, so I feel like we can run through the last 3. We also had one each, but the last 3, 2 of them were like a sentence. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and do Sarah's. She was like, I was very new to using cheats in The Sims 4 and trying to cheat needs. Well, I accidentally set the mailbox with my favorite girl's head, and I did not know how to fix it. So she's walking around the giant mailbox head. Not one sim day later, she was standing by the fireplace, mailbox head and all, and the ottoman next to her caught on fire. I can't, sorry. Then, of course, she caught fire and died, and the Grim Reaper couldn't get to her because everything was on fire, and she was still a mailbox head.
That's my favorite thing ever.
Mailbox head funny. Is my favorite thing in the world. Okay, so Madison said she was 3 minutes into playing Sims 3 Universities, and my sim died by being crushed on a Murphy bed.
Yep. I remember that. I remember that one.
If you don't know what a Murphy bed is, by the way, it's that bed, like the hideaway beds, the ones that like pull out of the wall, and then you could push it up so that you could have more room in your thing. It's if you have a super tiny apartment.
Yeah.
And then Amber says, yes, I fell completely at the Black Widow challenge because I actually liked one of my character's partners, and I couldn't bring myself to kill her.
Oh, I love that.
That's so sweet.
That is the sweetest thing, Amber.
Just let her run away free. Run away! All right, so we have been going for a little bit, and while these are highly entertaining, because they are, we don't want to we have some more left. And at the beginning of the episode, we told you that we're going to have a segment called What Just Happened? So we're going to save these next ones for that segment that we're going to have at the end of every episode. So that being said, send us more. I mean, because we're going to run out if you don't. So you don't want that to happen, do you?
Yeah, and we don't want to be the only ones who feel bad because our Sims do stupid shit.
We don't. we don't want to be the only ones who, I mean, and hey, please send me like your meteor deaths because I want to live through you because I don't have a meteor death and I want one. So if you have tips and tricks on how to get a meteor death, you let me know.
Oh,
Can you get that in Sims 4? Like,
No.
Mm-mm.
So I have to go back into Sims 3 with the weird graphics. Thanks. Okay, so
I'm not going to say anything because I still enjoy Sims 3.
It's not that I don't enjoy Sims 3, it's just that like after playing 4 with the better graphics, you're like, oh. And then you know.
I actually kind of like the Sims 3 and their doughy looking faces. I kind of miss it.
Doughy looking face.
Plushy, doughy looking faces.
Pudding heads.
Plushy doughs. Pudding heads. Okay, so that being said, thanks for listening, guys. Next time we have lots of things. Llama is doing a lore episode. Ooh, on the pancakes / the newbies because they changed their name, which we don't get a reason as to why. I don't know how that works. Like they're the same people, but they have different names. I prefer the pancakes, but whatever. Fucking Eliza.
Fucking Eliza. Perfect.
Fucking Eliza, man.
She deserves better than Bob.
She did.
Give Liza the life she deserves. Also, can I just say what maybe I should put this in the script, but Bob is supposed to be the most interesting man in the world, but like the opposite of that. I don't understand what people don't understand about that. You know the poster where he's in the robe and he's sitting and he's eating pancakes and it's like the least interesting man in the world, Bob Pancakes. That's it. It's just a play on the most interesting man in the world thing. It's not
Bob Pancakes is a piece of paper. He's literally a piece of blank paper. Yeah. He is the worst.
That's why, like, imagine if you were married to the least interesting man in the world. You would go crazy too. That's just what it is. It's not that deep.
If he had a flavor, it would be cardboard.
But also, I'm sorry, but Eliza, you did that to yourself. No one forced you to marry Bob, except for the developers did. But I'm just saying, like,
Sim Guru Grant forced her to marry him.
Fuck you, Sim Guru Grant. Not really.
We don't know.
Justice for Eliza.
Nope. It's too late now. It's on the internet. Everybody tweet at Grant and tell him you're mad because what he did to Eliza. Tell him Eliza deserves better.
Just tweet at him, justice for Eliza. Don't even explain it.
Be like, what the hell? What's going on? Oh, gurus. I'm so sorry.
If you do, please love God tag us so we can see it because I will die.
Please.
Anyway, and we're gonna.
I instantly regret saying Instant Guru Grant.
I don't. I regret nothing. Okay, so also we're gonna do Cowplant. The collective are going to do the 10K starter house challenge. I am nervous as fuck. By the way.
I love how we got this one because we're all like, we don't do this. Basically.
No, I'm so nervous. Like I'm like, oh. Yeah. Last time I had no money, I spent it all on the stove, and I was like, fuck, I got no money. So,
look, I'm not good at math. I have an impulse problem. You don't want to see my bank account. This is a bad idea.
This is going to be so funny. Oh my god!
You know, I spent like way too many euros on a fucking sweater in Dublin because it was made in Dublin. It's an Irish sweater. I didn't need to. I bought it anyway because I have no impulse control.
Where did you buy it?
Just some sweater place.
Sweaters are up. The sweater place in Dublin.
Did you go to Sweaters on Grafton Street?
Oh,
God.
The sweater shop, I think, or the sweater store, or the sweater something.
Does not.
It might have been on Grafton.
They had.
I don't know. It had lots of sweaters, and they're all made by there or something like that. I don't fucking know. I bought it. Okay, it happened.
Vanity, when you're older, you're a little old lady. You're gonna put that sweater on. And you're going to be like, oh, my memories of Dublin. So amazing. Yep. So you know what? Memories.
Yep.
Memories of Dublin and the ginger.
Yes. It's going to be beautiful. Follow us on social media. Plum Bobcast on Instagram and Twitter. Plum Bob Podcast on Reddit. Under the Plum Bob Podcast on Facebook and Tumblr. Our website is undertheplumbob.com. You can reach us there through our contact form or email us at undertheplumbobpodcast@gmail.com. We're also on Twitch and YouTube, slowly starting to provide video content. We are twitch.tv/undertheplumbobpodcast and Plumbob Podcast on YouTube. We are currently on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, Spotify, Google Play. We are currently looking into a Pandora podcast as well, thanks to a lovely email from a listener.
Which means that email us if you, because she specifically said, she was like, hey, I listened to you guys on Spotify, maybe. And she was
Stitcher.
like, but, yeah, Stitcher, thanks, because I don't remember. And she was like, but I listened to most of my podcasts on Pandora Podcast, which I didn't know that even existed.
Yeah, that must be new. I did not know Pandora had podcasts. So that's why we are always like, hey, these are the ones we know about, but if you know more, please tell us.
What's a Pandora?
You don't know about Pandora, like the Pandora Radio?
Oh, it's like Spotify, I guess.
It was like the first radios, but before
internet
all the
radio.
other guys came out. First internet radio, like you can make a station of like, I really like the Killers. It'll play like the Killers and other people like the Killers.
Oh, I've heard of that. I've heard of that. Yeah, no. I've heard of that. I didn't know that podcast. Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
I didn't know they had podcasts. Yeah, that's weird.
It must be new. Yeah.
It must be. But because of that, we are now trying to figure out how to get on that too. So we're doing it, guys. We're doing it big. Oh, and if you forgot all of those social media thingies, what you need to remember is undertheplumbob.com.
Yep.
Because everything's on there. So you don't remember anything else. We want to thank all of y'all for writing in.
Thank you so much.
It was super appreciated. I also want to thank Carl for no reason.
Just for being Carl.
Always thank Carl. Thank you for being Carl. Still love you. Still love you. Still the best. You're still the one. And okay, so we do have one shout out to give because we know the episode's long as hell. We have one shout out to give, and it's from Rob on Facebook, and it's from our Strangerville review. Thanks, Rob. So he said, "This episode had me laughing on the bus. Thanks for making me a weirdo."
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
I love it. I had the same, Rob. Same. I listen to so we record, but then it's usually a little while before we actually post the episode. So when I was listening to it, I was like driving to work, and I was like almost crying laughing at some of it while I was driving. And I'm like, I hope I'm not going to get in an accident because this is so funny. That Strangerville review was like so ridiculous.
It was. It goes all the way to the top.
So ridiculous. Like just the accusations we make in that episode is just nonsense.
The whole thing is not. This episode's also nonsense. You're welcome. So we do thank you for sticking with us. This episode's probably a little bit longer than normal just because we were introducing all of these, and we're going to also make this a thing. So send more, do more, be more, be part of our show.
Make what a thing, Vanity.
Stop it. Just stop. I don't know. I'm just going to keep calling it a thing. We're making this is what it is. Every segment, like, hey, we're going to do this segment now, and that's what's going to be called for Vanity, because I don't know what it's called. You're welcome. All right, guys, I think that's it. I am soups hungry. And I gotta figure out what to do with my new air fryer. I bought an air fryer. If you have like suggestions, email me. Be like, this is happening to my Sims. Also, Vanity, make this in your air fryer. Okay. All right. Anything else, guys? Anything else we might have forgotten, or you want to say before we go?
You guys are awesome.
No, I think that's
awesome. We had so many of these stories, so it's great to know that so many people actually give a shit about what we do. So that's great.
Definitely. Yeah.
Seriously, it warms my little heart that you guys care. So thanks for caring. Thanks for sharing.
Caring.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Back to the real world. Goodbye.
Badish. Dag dag.
So much nope. So much nope. So much nope. So much nope.